Is your superannuation enough to support your retirement? Disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor here in Australia. Any information I share in this video is based on my own research and personal experience. Please consult a qualified financial advisor to get advice that is appropriate for your personal circumstances. In Australia, we have a retirement system called superannuation, where employers are required to contribute 12% of your gross income into your retirement fund. You can access this fund once you reach the age of 60. But here's the real question. Will your superannuation be enough to support the lifestyle you want in retirement? In today's video, I'll show you 4 things. 1. How to estimate your replacement income at age 60. 2. How much retirement fund you'll need to support that lifestyle. 3. How much your superannuation could be worth at age 60. 4. Whether it will be enough or if you'll have a shortfall. We'll use a spreadsheet I developed to run these calculations. Remember, the numbers you'll see are estimates, not guarantees. They will depend on many factors such as your salary growth, investment returns, inflation, and any changes to Australian superannuation laws in the future. Our example, Carlos Ledesma. Let's assume a fictional person named Carlos Ledesma with the following details. Birthday, January 1st, 2000. Annual salary, AU $70,000, increases 2% yearly. Superannuation provider, Australian Super. Investment fund, balanced. Current super balance, 25,000 Australian dollars. Average return of balance fund, 10 years, 7.94%. Note: fees and insurance are not included in this calculation. Step 1. Replacement income at retirement. We'll use a 75% replacement rate, meaning Carlos will need 75% of his final salary to maintain his lifestyle in retirement. In today's value, that's 52,500 Australian dollars per year. But due to inflation, 34.4 years from now, when Carlos turns 60, that amount will be much higher. Assuming a 2.75% inflation rate, his replacement income will be 133,475.84 Australian dollars per year, or about 11,122.99 Australian dollars per month. Step 2. How much retirement fund is needed? We'll use the 4% safe withdrawal rule, which suggests withdrawing 4% of your retirement fund in your first year of retirement, then adjusting for inflation each year. This strategy is designed to make your money last about 30 years if invested in a 50-50 mix of equities and bonds. Using this rule, Carlos will need 133,475.84 Australian dollars divided by 4% equals 3.34 million Australian dollars at age 60 years old. 3.34 million Australian dollars is the retirement fund he needs to have in order to support the replacement income he is aspiring. Step 3. Expected future value of superannuation. With a salary of 70,000 Australian dollars, Carlos's employer contributes 8,400 Australian dollars annually into his super. After the 15% contributions tax, 595 Australian dollars goes into his fund monthly, assuming his current balance fund of 25,000 Australian dollars continues to return 7.94% annually and his contributions rise 2% per year. His super could grow to 1.94 million Australian dollars by age 60 years old. Step 4. The gap. Even though Carlos will be a millionaire at retirement, he'll still fall short of his 3.34 million Australian dollar target by about 1.4 million Australian dollars. Why? Because Carlos ignored his super during the accumulation stage. He never optimized where his money was invested. Like many Australians, he left it in the default balanced fund without considering long-term growth potential. How Carlos could close the gap. Since Carlos is in his 20s, he has a long investment horizon and can afford to take on more risk. If he switched from a balanced fund to international shares, which have returned 11.02% annually over the past 10 years, his super could potentially grow to 4.2 million Australian dollars, surpassing his goal by 861,000 Australian dollars. This shows the power of making informed decisions early. Final thoughts. Superannuation is essentially your future salary when you stop working. It deserves the same level of attention and care you give to your current income. You may be living comfortably today, but you also want to make sure you can maintain that lifestyle when you no longer have the capacity to work. So, take a moment today to check your super. Find out where your money is invested. Consider whether your investment option matches your time horizon. Make adjustments now, while you still have time to grow your fund. Your retirement could depend on the decisions you make today. If you want a copy of the spreadsheet I used in this example, or if you'd like me to run the numbers for your own superannuation, send me an email at retirenario@gmail.com.